Well, it's painted. Everything's sitting here. We've got the seat back in it. I've got the dash built. And I've got the frame over there painted with the side pipes mounted. And getting ready to walk through all that. Oh, and Kagan's here working on his motorcycle.
Hey, I'm just wondering. You painted it Ford blue.
It ain't gonna run real good now.
Well, I was gonna say, where's the handlebars on the back to push it?
Let me show you guys what we got.
All I'm saying is you're a Ford guy. At least that's better off than being a Dodge guy. Those Mopar no car guys, man. I know one.
I'm staying out of that one. So
it's all right. Papaw would side with me, and he drives one.
So that right there is the back seat that Dad made in here with the paint on it, so it looks good. We got the ignition switch in there, voltmeter, choke, light switch. The harness is all kind of ready to poke through the firewall. Choke cable. I've got some wire set out the back here for tail lights and stuff. And then I have got the whole steering mechanism is done with the knuckle. The shifter mechanism is done. I got to put a knob on still. Down in there, you can't really see it. Ow. But I painted it last night, the paint stuck. There's your throttle cable. And then to look around over here, here's how the throttle's gonna work. So that's done. Yeah, the paint on this is still pretty fresh. I just painted everything last night. The side pipes are on it. Those are cool. And they are functional. So once I put the body on, I do need to lift the front end up and kind of finish up the front end spindles and paint them and get the linkages and the bump stops. Right now, without the bump stops, if you turn it too sharply, you can hit the marker lights, and I want to make sure that doesn't happen. But brake works and the clutching mechanism, and that is the original belt that I'm able to use because I mounted that pulley a little further back than where the original mount was for it, and it's not that much smaller, so we're a little tight right here, but it'll be fine for a little while. I may have to get a little smaller one later on, but we'll see how it goes. And I have another option if that doesn't work too. And this is the fuel line right there, which is a piece of brake line, and I've got it run to the front and then down in there, and it comes out here, and I've got my shutoff and my fuel filter going to the Chinese carb that I put on it because the old one had a bunch of holes in it. So we are at the place where I've got to mount the brake switch, and then we're going to put that on. So
Talked right over my joke.
Talked right over your joke?
Yeah.
So I'm going to put the brake switch on, and then I'm going to see if Kagan will be so kind as to help me set the body on it. And then I've got the little blue back end over here, you see with the tail lights. We'll get that bolted up, and I'm gonna try and get this thing done today, and maybe we'll start it and see if I can take it for a ride. That'd be cool.
Burnout.
I don't know that it'll do that, but let me get the brake switch on. on there. That ain't right.
Well guys, you can probably hear it, and there you can see it.
Well, the garage is a mess, and it is late, and I'm gonna go ahead and take you guys a tour and show you what we've come up with.
I've only been here for about...
Yeah, so it's almost 9 o'clock, and I've got to be at work tomorrow by 6:30 in the morning, so I'm gonna go home, get some sleep, and go do that. If I gotta be there at 6:30, it takes me about an hour to get to work, so you know what time that means. There she is. I've test rode it, had some ups and downs and fuel line problems, and I think I might have put too small a fuel line on it, so it surges some. So we'll have to investigate that later, and that's my bad. But the good news is that it does run when the battery's charged up. Right now the battery's dead. I just shut it off, sit here and idle for a long time. It will be good enough to get to the car show next weekend, and even though it is not perfect, it is functional, it does drive, so it's not a complete and total failure. It just needs a tune-up, so we'll get that after next weekend, but I did get it done. If you guys are interested in building stuff like this, not saying I'll be building a whole lot more of these, this might be the last one, but I want to get on my Corvette in the garage. Wait, you guys aren't supposed to know about that one. You'll have to wait, see what that is. If you're watching this video, then you take that little key right there. When you see the car that my followers bought me,
don't let him lie. He has a Corvair and a Chevette right beside each other.
And that makes Corvette. I told him I had a vet. It was a Chevette. So, get work on that. Back on the big red truck, which if you guys are in this for the lawnmower and you have forgot about the big project that started before I wrecked my pickup truck that has been sitting here for 2 years, I think maybe next weekend or something, we're going to try and start this thing because it's been sitting for 2 years. It's the original 345, and that's coming out. To give you guys a heads up, yeah, I know there's a bunch of stuff in the garage. Back there is a International Harvester 6.9 liter IDI with some turbo parts and a turbo and a dump truck transmission.
Spicer 6+1.
Yes, and that's supposed to go in that truck, but you can't tell right now, but it's got full air ride in the rear on a rear end that is not the original rear end. And it's going to get full air ride in the front, and it's going to get a new paint job to get rid of that garbage right there. And we'll do some body work, get rid of some of these dents, but if you've watched the Chevy, you know we know how to paint and do body work. So, guys, the channel's not ending anytime soon. There might be a short hiatus, and that is big news about what's coming up with me in the next little bit. And if I can't get enough material, I might take a month or so off this winter, and you'll have to watch the video to figure out what's going on there. But it's something I can't help.
That means that you're just gonna have to deal with all my videos.
Yeah, all like 2 of them a year.
I can get like 4 years in advance and then just not do any more.
Well, guys, thanks for watching this one. Hit that subscribe button. We appreciate you.
By the way, color does determine personality. Ford blue.
That's the boy's favorite color is blue, so we painted it Ford blue. Mine's green. Guess what's green?
The Corvair.
The Corvair. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate you. And hit that like, hit that subscribe, and we will see you guys later. Maybe Kagan will have his bike done before I finish the next project.